Let's take a quick deep dive into page variables. So page variables are how your Ask Steve skills grab information from the current page. So if we take a look at our summarize this skill that takes a page and summarizes it, it's got one page variable as indicated by these double brackets around it. And it doesn't matter what the name is inside it in this case, because there's only one, so it doesn't really matter. And if I press this, if I run the skill with just nothing selected, it will use the entire page. And if I use it with some text selected, it will just use that little segment of text. And so that makes sense, right? Whatever's selected. Otherwise, if nothing's selected, it uses the whole page. Now, there are times when you're going to want to be able to extract information off of certain parts of the page, particularly like when you're dealing with enterprise software systems, or if you are interacting with an API or a webhook and you need to send distinct arguments to that webhook. So let's see how that works. So I'm going to make a quick just demo skill called repeat this. And the skill is basically going to do this. It's going to say, repeat this name, repeat this headline, repeat this location, repeat my follower count. I'm going to add a quick button here and hit save. Now I've got 4 different page variables. So if I try to run this skill right now, what's going to happen is going to say, hey, I couldn't find something that I needed for one of these things. So the place where you define where to get all those is in the button settings under advanced options. And now you can see here that there's empty outline buttons for each one of these. And I can click on one and go over to the page and pick where to get that particular piece of data. And so I'm going to go pick all my things, and you can see that it fills in once I select something and my follower count. All right, so I'm going to hit update. And now if I run the skill, we can see that, hey, it's got my everything, all the data extracted from my LinkedIn profile as expected. So that's how, if you have multiple pieces of data, page variables that you want to grab and send to the large language model or to an API, that's how you configure them and save them on any skill. So single page variable, multiple page variables. The multiple page variable thing works best when it's assigned to a button, and that button is limited to a particular website, because if I try to run this on any website that's not a LinkedIn profile, then it's just not going to work. So what I can do is I can copy this URL, get rid of the very last part, and hit update. And now this button will only show on LinkedIn. All right, so that's a deep dive into page variables. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.